Hello everybody, my name is Dooncraft117 and welcome back here to vlog number 3. Now, as for this one, that it's all about the trophy hunter, because mainly I want to get a Godrole to it. Now eventually I already got about 2 very good versions of Trophy Hunter. This is just one of them. I do have one another in the vault, but I think I probably showed them off earlier in the last 2 videos of the vlogs. Is yet then try to start this up for this year for 2020, but yet then it's been quite a while before so been with family as such, but now I'd like to once again go back to the videos and make them upon my time. Now mainly I got a couple of really lengthy chore tasks, although with this one, Trophy Hunter Score Slayer is rather easy and doable at best when you go into the strike hollow layer, but it's well, I'll get that one done last. Now yet we're gonna go and try to attempt the boss slayer, and it never really said anything specific, but yet the actual point of it is yet that you need to go and kill strike bosses, and it could be just simply just one of those strikes that you simply choose. But before that, I gotta go down and get myself some heavy ammo and some special. Mainly this is what I'm gonna be using for the strike, because this one is actually pretty good. From the term of it, that it's got recoil maxed out, and then it's got the steady rounds in there. Then it's got the masterwork stability, making this rifle pretty stable. But also that, yet the Genesis is, if not, is very, very good for this rifle. Because yet the matching shields will cause regeneration. Yeah. But yet then breaking shields normally causes it to reload, which allows you to squeeze off a couple more shots before killing all the shielded enemies. And yet then I got vorpal weapon here of boss specs, so we could do more damage. And yet then between vorpal weapon and boss spec, for the rules of special and heavy, but I don't know, there's any heavy weapons that do got that. But it's mainly about 15%. And it's 50% for the primary. And yet then, and there's a lot of evidence to prove it there on many other channels that has been testing a lot of that stuff. So yet then, yeah, compare check out for vorpal weapon perk. Now we're gonna jump right into the arm stealer strike by myself, cause it's about the easiest one to go by. Now I'll go run into my 1-2 punch build, and yet then I'll try to beat the living crap out of the big taking Saturn guy. Well, it's not Saturn. I think he was a phalanx. Yeah, he was a phalanx, but in the Lake of Shadows. But it then but you really have to just lay damage into him and have your buff ready. Cause if you really don't have your buff ready, then at one point that you're literally just gonna take so much damage to the point that you're not even healing anymore. and yet then you are just get overwhelmed by the thralls and the scions by the cells there. But yet then there in the art stealer, yet then you could take these almost about your own pace. But it is, if not really easy to solo. And there's quite a bit of ways you could definitely do in this strike. Now, yet I do know that the vorpal weapon and the boss spec happen to both count for the jump ships, you know. But not likely that you won't be able to get crits, but it'll take it down about 2 to 3 shots at tops, which that's pretty impressive for the aggressive frame sniper. Because I tried using other snipers, it's like no, they couldn't. Yeah, they couldn't take it down. You have to wait for a really long reload animation. But this one has a relatively decent animation, and
my attention. Hawthorne
it's not all that bad.
To handle your strike on this end. Wait, are they going after the weapons guy? You said I could do that one. I lied. Good luck, fire team.
Okay. Got all my stuff.
What are those Cabal doing out there? We need to get past this security door.
Did you shoot up a flare? I thought we weren't allowed to have flares anymore after it had nothing to do with why we're not allowed to have flares.
It wasn't us. They must have detected me in their network.
And I'd get ready for reinforcements. A lot of reinforcements.
Crap.
That last tank didn't finish refueling before it got airlifted out.
Amanda told me Cabal fuel makes a pretty good accelerant.
There's an exhaust vent nearby, but I don't know how long you want to hang on to that thing.
Okay, then.
We did it! And we didn't blow up!
Yeah, not blowing up is as good as you can hope for sometimes.
Way to reach for the stars.
Yeah, forget about them.
Still haven't been able to track down Zahn. Cabal usually like to be found.
This guy's no ordinary space rhino. His weapons ain't half bad either.
Those weapons have snuffed out too many good people.
Oh, don't get me wrong. He'll still deserve whatever this fire team gives him. They always do.
The ship is still here.
Zahn moved in after you put Thumos down. Surprised he hasn't painted the place chartreuse to match his armor.
I'm sorry, painted it what now?
Nothing.
Back into the ship we go. We're coming for you, Zahn.
It's got a lot to answer for. Be thorough.
Remember that elevator? Looks like we have to bring it down again.
That sounds easy.
There's a tank here.
Okay, well, there are many levels of easy.
Hey, Cade. 10 Glimmer says there's a tank on that elevator.
Please don't encourage him.
You're on.
Okay, that was so close. Although I really didn't die there, but that's usually about one of the, I don't know what's the feeling, but yeah, sometimes I kind of hate when they take, not the fallen was here, when they're here. Because you really don't know how much these vandals is going to be running around.
That tank's between us and Brachus Zahn.
That
I think
are
you should blow
visible.
up the tank.
He's a master tactician.
Ooh, that's so close. Quite a bit of heavy ammo here. Gonna waste some of that. probably my luckiest drop ever right here. 3 ammo bricks. Yeah, so, yeah, I mainly had to do this 4 times in order to get this done and over. And yet there's no other way to go around it because I tried Lost Sector bosses and that really doesn't count.
And the flame turrets. Is he using the flame turrets?
Yes.
Yeah, I was expecting for Brock-san to leave already. Guess not. Okay. Wait, these guys are left. Just one. Okay, that's perfect.
Now we've got you, Zahn, in a place you know way better than us. But that won't stop us. Let's get him.
Damn it. That's what I hate about sometimes. His blast radius is so big. It just throws me off directly from the map. Thought I could wait for my super, but I literally have no time because I only got some period of time before I run out. It's like back to the good old shotgun. Alright, jump back.
Zahn won't be making any more scary new weapons for the Red Legion.
Oh, they'll have to use regular old weapons.
Those we can handle. Nice job.
Okay, so that's one out of the rest of the four. So I got 3 more bosses to go. Oh, it's gonna be so annoying. I think I better redo my strategy for this. I think I'll probably optimize for the shotgun build. I can still keep, or I can still keep Jotun. Yeah, for the change. You know, I just, just kind of screw it. It's gonna take quite a bit of setup for that. Yeah, I think I could pretty much just go with a 1-2 punch build. And probably just gonna be fine with that. The only thing there is out of my limits. It's just from the distance alone by itself. I can't wait to fully masterwork this cold front here. So at least it's the only good SMG I've ever gotten out of the Donning. Yeah, but at least it's the most stable one too. Because you have to... I see rolls that's much better than this, but it has terrible recoil. And although you have the mini or after magazine perks and stuff, but so yet then when this drops along, it's like this thing almost has a Huckleberry style recoil direction, because its recoil direction was at 92, but joining on chamber compensator, the
Time for me to step out.
Caliban
Okay.
stock is more than
I need
enough
to-
to get it
Okay,
to
fire
max
team.
recoil
There's a lot
direction.
to cover as your official operative in the strike against Barakazan, so we better get started. Item the first.
Strike's been started for a while.
Huh.
Probably gonna be my first time playing with this weapon.
All the paths to
Or
the rest of the base are
second or
shut
third
tight.
time, I really
But get
don't
me to a
remember.
console, and I'll take care of that.
But once I get this fully upgraded, this is gonna be a very good weapon.
We're through, and I made things more exciting.
Don't sound so down, little guy. Fire teams are built for excitement.
That last tank didn't finish refueling before it got airlifted out. Why would you pick it up?
Amanda told me Cabal fuel makes a pretty good accelerant. So she can find where it'll do the most damage. Smart.
Is it?
Sounded like a nice dunk.
Dunk?
Yeah, that's what we Guardians call it when we jam a radioactive fuel cell into an exhaust vent. You wouldn't understand.
Okay. Took a little longer than expected, but we'll just be just fine. But yet, then I could pretty much might as well do
Still haven't been able to
this
track
one
down
off
Zahn.
camera.
Cabal usually like to be found.
After this strike,
ordinary space
I'll
rhino.
just go
His
get
weapons ain't
another.
half bad either.
Those weapons have
Go
snuffed
get
out
another
too
bounty.
many good people.
Oh, don't
But
get me
first of
wrong.
all, I need to
He'll
do the
still
Scorn
deserve
Slayer,
whatever his fire
which
team gives him. They always do.
is it's relatively simple.
Well,
though.
this looks familiar.
Yeah, funny
There's
story
many
about the
ways to start off for Scorn Slayer. It's
Cabal and
mainly
their weird ship names.
because you could
It
just
was
jump
the
right into the
Orobas
Scorn Lost
Ventura.
sector, Kingship Dock,
Yeah, that one. Zahn moved in after
do
he put
one or
Phyllis
two
out to
runs,
pasture. He's in there somewhere.
and then start running through the strike by itself. And soon enough, you will reach to 100%.
Back into the ship we go. We're coming for you, Zahn.
It's got a lot to answer for. Be thorough.
I like this place better when there wasn't a Cabal tank in it.
Why would they put a tank inside a ship?
Zahn's running scared. Don't let up, fire team.
Now that we've dealt with the tank problem, we can focus on lowering that elevator. Look for control panels.
just swap real quick.
Oh, come on. Another one? There he is. Rakazan is here.
Try to grab his flame turret blueprints after he's dead.
So, since, since this doesn't really ever need a kind of balance stock, so I got that to max out because its original recoil direction was at 92.
Now we've got you, Zahn, in a place you know way better than us. But that won't stop us. Let's get him. Take that, Zahn. Yeah.
Sounds like I returned at just the right time. Excellent work, fire team. Thanks, boss. It was by the book. The whole way. Does this say flame turret?
Don't forget about the signal flares.
So, this is taking up quite a bit of time. Sure. I don't mind wasting that. Another 3 ghost fragments. Okay. Probably buy a couple more off a spider. While I'm off camera, but yeah, it's and yet if you ever have time lost friends, then everything would be just greatly accelerated. I think I should be. Yeah, I think I should be fine. Too bad this helmet is not was arc, but it's solar. I could have thrown a shotgun targeting on this. Yeah, but right here, this is just solstice, but yeah, but it's the R 2.0 version. I still made it keep my solstice. Yet then like got very interested to the Arc Infinity. Armor, which is the ones that has the elements to it. But yet they like the what's we're able to go and see what's the deal there on the Bastille quest.
Thing, murderer, killer, come killer, I return the faithful.
Yeah, so mainly I'll get right into this. and go kill some Scorn. Alright, 60%, that's pretty good. I usually get up right about 40-30%. So this almost double my progress here. Yeah, that means I pretty much just go halfway towards the tank encounter. I'll probably be done and over. Yeah, I think I'll pretty much stop here for
Get that
now.
door open.
So while we're on our way to the postmaster, so we could get one of our rifles. Now you think this is pretty much gonna be a pretty long series. And yet, I know the main Godrole was yet in the triple tap 4-bolt weapon is the main Godrole around there. Okay, so got a note turning back in the mail. Genesis, snapshots, and range masterwork. It's like it's decent, but I don't think. Yeah, but that's not the money I was looking for. That deserves to be discarded. Gonna try re-roll for one last time, but if it turns out to be a very long one, I'm pretty much just gonna end the video from there. Looks like it's taking finisher, which that's gonna be a lengthy one. Oh yes, that's a lengthy one. It's the only best source to ever get. And Taken is down there in the lost sector where I think supposedly Petro is right now. Which, as promised, that I could probably do. Yeah, well, the 10% buff is still active. Because without it, it just takes a very long time. Without the 10%, progression buff. And also, down the Strand Appalachians Rest. And yet then this place is crawling with Taken. But you can also go figure for the Chamber of Starlight. But I really don't want to go through all the trouble, just try to run around in the big area. Because all the enemies like to spread out in there. Yeah, so But yet then, if I able to get this done in a good hurry, then yeah, yet then I could pretty much try to demonstrate this to any Titan public event. Because yet then, like four shots will absolutely tank. Yeah, the absolute crap out of the spider tank. They'll be found there in the moon, Titan, and sometimes on the EDC, if there is a possible event. But it's only there for the season before it's gonna be gone.
All channels, take an attack incoming.
Sounds like a take on war is coming. So yeah, 60% on the boss layer, which means 2 more strike bosses to go. So a couple of those guys is 13%, so it should not be too bad. And yet the buff would always last for 4 hours straight, so at least it'll pretty much decrease the burden on your chore. Yeah, on those time loss bounties that you're trying to grind for. But mainly you have to try to use the steel feather just to barely wound him enough so I could get him down to a dying state and then do the finisher. %. Okay, so that's good. %. Good. Okay, let me check down in the mail, see what kind of roll I got. Once again, it's another terrible roll. Polygonal, small bore, alloy flare magwell, left of gold and snapshot sights. It's not the roll I was looking for. Yeah, so still pretty much on the chase for it, but yet then I'll get back to you later on. Yeah, but yet then first of all we'll just go and see if there's a public event down there at Titan. And yep, there's a tank public event there. We'll just throw it on our rifle build. A very basic rifle build. With a bit of enhancements, and then go on the foe tracer. Throw this on. And you think that you could do some really absurd stuff with the trophy hunter. Yeah, although and yet the trophies hunter recoil direction sits there at 80, but with chamber compensator or arrowhead break, yet then you're gonna get it to pretty much vertical with any of these two barrel perks. But yet then with chamber compensator you get its value jacked up to 95. And then and then arrowhead break will be to plus 20, which you'll get a max recoil direction of 100, making it completely vertical. Go perch up on my favorite spot here. Yeah, but mainly I really don't know whatever's going to happen next. From what happened from yesterday to last night, because then we got all these codes and time obelisk, and mainly I did all 19 and plus the emblem, and is obviously put there. Although I feel kind of accomplished, but it felt like I ain't jumping through hoops at the moment because there's still something missing, or Bungie's intentionally just messing with us at that point. And who really knows about the mystery behind that time lost vault.
Guardian, the Fallen are bringing in their armory.
But I'm very sure everybody else is
they'd
still
know
going to
better by now?
continue on trying to
Look
figure
at
out
those caches. They never
what
learn.
is going on.
Then teach them a new lesson.
yeah, so it's hitting five.
Bagged another walker.
It's
What are
hitting
we up to,
5,000
Sword?
per
16?
base shot.
60?
I stopped
And
counting
then
some
seven,
time back.
yeah,
You keep
when it
racking them
goes
up.
to legs, and then 7,000 when it hits, which that's almost, I don't know, kind of like almost towards the damage of a linear fusion rifle that has liquid coils on it, along with high impact reserves and what is it, a box breathing. There it goes. And yeah, that's what it's doing about on the get-go with the damage. Now, oh, is it doing a lot of damage? Yes. Now, then, is it gonna be good for solar curing? Yeah, I guess. But yet then, but likely without this weapon. Okay, then the scallop is carried away here. So, I was about to say, yeah, is the sniper pretty much decent? Like, yes, it is. But does it look amazing? It sound amazing? Yes. Yes, it does. Because it could have been almost exotic. Because just the way how it looks. Because it's just very unique in general. Yeah, how it is. Including the custom optics and stuff it has onto the sniper rifle. Because this is supposed to be like a long rifle version of the slug or flank rifles what the Scions use. Or what the mini bosses uses too, which Sunday has that particular model. Yeah, but it'll probably be looking a lot more different, although. Wait a minute, did it count? Oh yes it did, it just counted. For some odd reason it counted for some reason. I really don't know if it's high values that it gets counted as bosses or not, but this bounty is pretty darn weird. General, I can tell you that for sure. They'll probably get another rifle in their hands. So I can pretty much hold that thought right here before leaving out to do whatever I need to do for the day. The thing with 4-point weapon, although, that it's almost kind of like a permanent box breathing. But I wish box breathing would have rolled on this weapon. I would say maybe box breathing would have been a Godrole with it. box breathing and powerful weapon. Then imagine the damage you could pull per shot, although you are definitely slowing yourself down. It could have been really amazing. Okay, that did not get counted as a boss for some reason. It's pretty clunky and weird to me. Oh, 56 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Half the time I ever wish I could ever do that. But the handling on it isn't too bad. Although it's kind of a little bit slow. Where you let the captain live for a little bit longer while going after the servitors.
Guardian, the Fallen are bringing in their armory. Again. You'd think they'd know better by now.
I think I just sent a body shot the second one, but that's okay. Let's get my view to get going. There's nothing else to do around there. Oh, there you are.
Look at those caches. They never learn.
Then teach them a new lesson.
Okay, tag these it. I think I might just did a body shot to him. So it corrects. Okay, well, he's taken care of. Oh, yes. Wiggly pounding compression. Increased by 25%, I think.
Bagged another walker. What are we up to, Sloan? 16? 60?
Yeah, 25%.
I stopped counting some time back. You keep racking them up.
So, yeah. I really don't know where the hell this other 20% progression came from. I don't think it just came out of the blue. Because I already killed quite a bit of high value bosses. So I really don't know what causes that to trigger. It's very odd that all these high values are not really counting. So, yeah, I pretty much might as well go to orbit. I'll probably finish up that one. Yeah, it's at some other time. But I'd like to say that thank you all to those who is viewing this video. Well, wherever you see it, it has been fully uploaded. Because although I know that I'm not gonna get much views around here, because mainly I know the big main topic is all about this corridors of time puzzle, but it's still rather of I don't know, still kind of a mystery, but we're jumping through hoops here, and we did a huge majority of the puzzle, and yet then I really don't know what is still out there. And yet it ties into the lore tabs there. For the pigeon and the phoenix. Yet then I got all 19 lore tabs. And all of this is just all tells a story, but none of them doesn't really tell any indicator of a code or anything. So, yeah, this is pretty much all that. That is pretty much it for now. But once again, thank you all to those who's watching my video, and I'll see y'all next later in the next live vlog here on Destiny 2. I'll catch y'all later next time. Hey, goodbye.